right, this is done. Is it next year? No more gaps, 24 trading. Yeah, there's still gaps, but at least you can trade the overnight session. But you have to disconnect, learn to disconnect, because otherwise your mental will be challenged, right? All right, let me just restart Traders Lab. Great. All right, so good morning, everyone. Yeah, a lot to talk about this morning, but at the same time, not too much to do and within the game plan. So interesting session for sure. Let's look first at major indices and internals. So yeah, we talked about that yesterday. So obviously yesterday was FOMC, right? And the market have been going up since that higher low and that shakeout, been going up pretty much in straight line. So yeah, we discussed that yesterday morning, that a potential kind of retest of that base area was possible on FOMC, and that's exactly what we got. So far the price action and the price action cycle makes sense in the way that the trend continue to act as expected, right? So we make higher high and higher lows, and once we break out those big structure areas, then we back test and we see buyers stepping in to defend those structures. So yesterday we saw that pretty strong close. That area was defended, like I said, and yeah, we are just running overnight so far, which gives us around 1% gap up. So we are confirming the daily reversal. So what it means is it kind of confirms for me the continuation breakout and the continuation of that short-term and long-term uptrend. We're also making a new high, so everything looks good and within expectation. So next one, I want to cover Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we had that kind of similar structure retest. We retested the 21 DMA structure yesterday on FOMC, a bit of a higher low, and we closed above the daily reversal pivot, and now trading into new high. So short term, we do have our daily structure reclaim and backtest set up, and on the weekly chart, we're still inside the weekly structure. And I don't know if it's really ready to go right away. I'm still seeing kind of that bearish flag into a retest of the structure. So maybe we need to, I don't know, in the next 2-3 weeks to build the right side of that weekly structure. That wouldn't be bad at all. So just going into Bitcoin with not big expectation, but we never know. So we reclaimed the 10-week moving average. We're also kind of confirmed the weekly reversal. So just keeping an open mind and and just following the trend until I can de-risk. So I'm still following the daily structure on Bitcoin, and if we de-risk, then I will track the weekly trend. All right, so credit spreads pretty good looking. We rejected the 21 DMA structure yesterday on the FOMC, closed almost flat. So daily downtrend remains, weekly downtrend remains. So for me, there's not much to do there. VIX rejection of the 21 DMA structure, so that's good to see. It could have spiked. We reclaimed the 21 DMA structure just the day before FOMC, so obviously it could have been a spike up, but instead we have that rejection, and overall very constructive. We're still right in that kind of structure on the daily that we just can't go through. So watch for that today if we can break down from this structure. Eventually something will have to give up, right? So either that we break down and give up that structure, or the market stress test and pull back and we kind of reclaim the daily structure. But look how it's getting tight, right? So we're really at the crossroads for the VIX, either a stress test or the market just confirm the broadening of that uptrend, and we see VIX tapering a bit more. So there's a question about Sandstorm. Maybe it's covered somewhere. Can you let me know when we use soft stop loss and its trigger? Do we close it if the price stays below that? So yeah, I will send the link of the Git book. But basically, what I do, I can't tell anyone what to do, right? But what I like to do is to use soft loss, stop loss, and then unless there's a big breakdown in news, something that changes the story or something like that, I like to use at the end of the day to make my decision. And if the trade is already de-risked, then it's probably at the end of the week that I want to assess my positions on the longer time frame. But yeah, you can use hard stop loss. I do encourage and I think that for new traders, it's a good thing to use hard stop loss. The time that you develop your trading skills, the time that you develop patience, and to more importantly recognize what is normal versus abnormal, right? So when you see something abnormal, then you take your soft stop loss, and if that's normal action, then you're just patient and win at the end of the day. But to be able to do that and to recognize that, it takes some time, a few months and years to learn the trading skills. So just give yourself some time. You can start with hard stop loss, and if you're stopped and the stock just bounce back into structure, then you can reopen your position. No worries. And again, everything is in the Git book, so you can go into the Prime Paid section. So that's the first channel on top of the Discord, and you'll find the Git book link. All right. So we're trying to break out of that low cheat base on QQQE. That's basically what I look for and play for. So we had that 21 DMA structure reclaim, 3 tight days, and then on FOMC yesterday, we shook out right into the daily structure, and we closed to a new high to kind of defend that base areas. Same thing as we covered with NQ and QQQE, but for me, seeing that same type of confirmation on QQQE, it's good to see because it's the broader Nasdaq, and if QQQE does good, usually it's more easy money market, right? We're still not hooked up on the McClellan summation, but we're really tight and getting closer to the 10-day moving average. Yeah, so we have room on both sides right now. So if the market decide to fade that gap today and start a pullback, then we do have more room and more pain a bit to retest those lows. And if the market decides to follow through on that breakout and just continue that uptrend, then we do have a lot of space for a new uptrend, and that's the really good news. If we get confirmation, then it means that we have room and potentially a nice move into the next few weeks and months. Again, we're pretty tight on the breadth extensions as well. We had a nice hookup yesterday, so let's see if we can follow through on that. That would be the perfect scenario. Only red flag I see for me is the 5-day ratio, so momentum pretty hot right now. But keep in mind that that's what you usually see, those kind of extreme readings after a low volatility period as the summer, and also during the holidays, Christmas holidays. You get those so low volatility that once volatility comes back, it kind of distort the ratios. Even if it's kind of normal momentum, the prior holiday trading is so low in volume and volatility that it gives big ratio. But yeah, something to keep in mind. The market has been good in the last few days, and a stress test would not be too out of equation. So keep that in mind. So a bit of conflicting signal left and right. I think that's the assessment. So price action does look good. We're defending the structure. Breadth is still contracting, so we don't have any confirmation that the broad market want to participate and the uptrend want to broaden out. So we don't have that confirmation yet. Let's see if we get that today. And at the same time, we do have a pretty good breadth extension picture, but pretty extended and overbought on the momentum indicators. So in that case, what I try to do, especially with price, so QQQE and QQQE above daily structures, I really try to focus on my own stuff, right? So I'm basing my decision on my system, on my stocks, and unless there's a really big kind of red flag in the market and we start to cut through daily structures on QQQE and I have similar feedback in my position, then I just follow my setups, I follow my names, I follow my stop losses on those names above all. So let's review a bit of positions. Keep in mind that we are gapping up, but it seems to fade a bit, so it will be an interesting day for sure. So yeah, first one, Rocket Labs. Yeah, I had it to my position right at the reversal pivot on the daily, the 21 EMA, and it was at a confluence on the weekly as well, right into the weekly reversal pivot and 10-week moving average. So once again, I like that spot, good risk reward. But let's see if it works. We're still within that base, kind of failed breakout, and I'm playing that failed breakout and reset on that offering news. But yeah, so far we saw some support yesterday. It's gapping up above the 21 DMA structure right now. So yeah, as long as it holds the daily structure, I remain in that trade. EBIT we covered, so 21 DMA structure reclaim and backtest setup. We do confirm the daily reversal with an open to new high here. So nothing to do here for me, just to wait that my 2 and 5R targets are it. VRT, new position as of yesterday, that was the only one. And like I explained, I really like that big weekly cup and handle setup. And for me, that was the play. And I was just looking and waiting for a good daily entry, some kind of shakeout that we had like yesterday. So we basically had that 21 DMA structure reclaim on that AI news, and then we went sideways, and we didn't get that back test and retest of structure action yet. And yesterday on FOMC, we did have that back test and that shakeout of the gap up kind of low pivot. So usually when you see those kind of shakeout and it's bought aggressively, it really offers a great risk reward trade, as we kind of confirm that the reclaim is holding on that back test, and it just increased the odds of the trade working. So the daily reversal was still at 137.09. It failed on that reversal attempt, and yeah, re-engage as we tried to reclaim that pivot. UD, one of the strongest name yesterday. We retested the reversal pivot and closed to a new high. So yeah, the trend is intact. It's looking very good. Seems that it's leading again. And we kind of just defended that weekly base top area. And yeah, looks like the trend is strong and it wants to continue trending. So for me, until I get to my 2 and 5R targets on that new HAD, there's nothing to do. GEV, a bit weak in the last few days, but I was still playing this as a 21 DMA structure reclaim and pullback setup. Just was a bit deeper than the other one that we covered, but we did retest that kind of gap pivot. We held the 21 DMA structure, closed right at the 21 EMA. So we're having that pullback structure. And yeah, look for a daily reversal. We seems to gap up above yesterday's high. So we want to go from here, right? So if we fail air, that's not good, and I'll probably close my position. But we're still building that nice weekly base. So let's be patient with this one. Palantir, so same type of setup, 21 DMA structure, reclaim and backtest, pretty neat backtest of the prior range pivot. So nice action. Ideally, I would like to kind of de-risk that trade. That's my biggest position. And I'm still thinking that it's acting as a leader, even if it was lagging a bit in the last few weeks. It needs time to digest, and that's all right. I'm ready to be patient, even if we have to build some right side and tight action on the right side here. Uber, yeah, that's a bitch to trade, but yeah, you know what? I still like the weekly chart here, despite yesterday's lift news. We kind of have a weekly rejection bar, but I want to be patient and see where we close the week. We did close just inside the daily structure, so and gapping up above that daily reversal. Ideally, we build right in the daily structure and set up kind of a continuation and low cheat range. That would be kind of the ideal scenario from here. But if we reject the 21 EMA and we just close below the 21 EMA DMA structure, sorry, then I will likely close that trade. Micron, nothing to do. It's de-risk. My 5R target is near, but not yet triggered. CCL still building that nice weekly base and structure right here. Tesla, nice daily reversal yesterday on FOMC. So the trend is strong and remains. We do have left leg higher, tight inside day, and confirmation of continuation with that daily reversal. Oklo, just nothing to do. I track the weekly structure, and same thing for WBD. Just nothing to do, trailing the weekly structure here, and basically waiting for that bid to come out. All right, so that was the portfolio. Like I said, I'm 100%, 130% exposed, so I'm on margin. And my game plan from here is really to, and I said that yesterday, but I think that FOMC reaction was very, very good and kind of at the right trend spot with the McClellan that didn't hook up yet. So I want to be a bit more aggressive, but right now I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 12 position, that's kind of my max. So the game here for me is really to be patient, bring the panda back, and just wait for those positions. So I have a lot of position that is not de-risked. My open risk is quite low because I raised some stops, and my 2R targets are a bit higher, but they're close. And so I really want to start de-risking those trades and not looking to open any new trades today. The goal is really to be patient. If we de-risk and we hit those 2R targets, that's perfect and ideal scenario. But otherwise, I just plan to be patient. And if we just chop around and build the right side or even stress test, I'm not too in a hurry to adjust my exposure as well, unless we start to break daily structures. So if we do start to break daily structures, then obviously I will adjust my my risk and reduce some exposure. Focus list. So you had a couple of names. Let me just look at the focus list I shared. Okay, so MP is gapping up just above the daily reversal pivot. Same type of playbook as yesterday. So we're playing the 21 DMA structure reclaim right now. Look for maybe a retest of that reversal pivot right here. That would offer a great risk reward to play that daily structure reclaim. ANET, kind of breakout and retest. We do have yesterday as a potential shakeout. Look at the daily reversal for an entry here. SE, so just building higher lows, and this one is trending well. Usually it trends well with the 21 DMA structure, so you can buy the pullbacks. And yeah, right now we have a higher low right into the 21 DMA structure, and look for the daily reversal to potentially play this name. It opens a bit weak, so let's see if it needs to build or shake out a bit more. I wouldn't be too in a hurry to play this thing this morning, especially if there's a stress test in the market following that gap up, but potentially a nice setup developing. Then GEV, we discussed that one, so look for the daily reversal. And last one. Oh yeah, it's VRT, but a bit extended with that gap. Yeah, look at if we have weakness and we backtest the 137.09 pivot, that would be a great entry. And yeah, that's all for this morning. 9:21. So yeah, basically game plan is exposure is there. I think we played that well. We're getting that gap up. If you don't have the exposure that you want, or have a lot of cash, keep in mind that being aggressive on a gap up is kind of dangerous. So wait to see how the market handles that gap. There will still be volatility with FOMC yesterday, and we have a big OPEX, and I think it's quad witching Friday tomorrow, so something to keep in mind as well. That might be kind of a bumpy end of the week. But yeah, otherwise just be careful with exposure. Don't try to chase. Don't have FOMO. Like I said, the McClellan summation is not even turned yet. So if that trend takes place and the market really broaden out, you will have a lot of time to increase your exposure and focus on low risk entries. As we backtest the daily structure, things like we covered in MP, ANET, SE, and GEV, those 21 DMA structure, reclaim, and backtest setup will offer the best opportunities. All right, so questions, thought on CRWV. Yeah, it's gapping up 6%, so it's gone. Forget about it for now. If you were looking for an entry, see. Oh, I'm crowds. Sorry, wrong one. All right, so so we're right into the declining weekly structure. So usually that's not my type of setup, but it tries to set up on the daily. So with those kind of names, maybe it works. We have that higher low structure. So we have that 21 DMA structure reclaim, backtest that was successful. So we confirm the uptrend, and we're basically backtesting the reversal pivot with a higher low. We're a bit high from the 21 EMA, so that's something to keep in mind. But if you're ready to just adjust your position, maybe smaller size because it's a bit extended for an entry, then yeah, you can play yesterday's high, pivot for an entry. So LPG is asking if you de-risk trades, thinking about opening new ones. No. The only thing that would make me kind of open new trades would be if trades are not working. So for example, if Uber just follow through on that news and close below the daily structures, or if Rocket Lab is not able to bounce from that confluence of support, then I would close those positions and just rotate the money into fresher setups. But otherwise, that's how I like to trade. I like to be aggressive on the anticipation pattern, market anticipation setup, sorry, and have good exposure, be a bit aggressive as the market try and eventually turn. And when the market starts, for me, it's just going to from 130% exposure to maybe, I don't know, 50-60% exposure once the market is extended and overbought, and we're not there yet, not at all. But yeah, just trying to be really patient and de-risk and control my exposure, and when the next pullback comes into the daily structure or something deeper, then I have fresh capital to be more patient, because being not on margin once the pullback comes will help you with emotions. You won't see this as threatening, you will see this as being an opportunity, so that's very important. And yeah, that's how I like to trade. So you see me very, very active usually when the market tries to bottom, try to kind of get out of a pullback, and then once the market is trending, that's where I don't want to trade anymore and be super patient with my exposure and don't do a lot of trades. So yeah, definitely a bit of a flip from what you usually see on X or anywhere else, but that's what we kind of developed over the years, and that's what I feel comfortable, and that gives me good performance. How do you adjust 2R if you tighten the stop to reduce open risk? Oh yeah, the 2R target does not move. 2R and 5R are based on the initial stop loss. So if your trailing stop loss moves, then you don't move your target, because otherwise the target would just go away, and you would never reach it. So you stick with the initial risk, your initial stop loss, that's 1R. You double that and it gives you the 2R, and then it doesn't move. It stays at the same place. Other questions? Everyone ready for the market? So it's opening in 2 minutes. I think we'll close the session there. So I hope you enjoy, guys. So once again, enjoy the day, be patient, ring the panda, and let's hope that this gap up sticks and we can finally see Brett turning the corner. All right, have a good day. Cheers. Bye-bye, everyone.